As you know, the Director of National Intelligence, the National Intelligence Office that was created after 9/11, has issued its report that it comes up with every 4 years on the future, what the future could look like. One of the interesting factors is that it cites that Al-Qaeda was probably going to be very diminished by 2025. Let me get your thoughts on that.
Oh, I think that's quite likely. To my mind, Al-Qaeda suffers from some particular problems. It's got a charismatic leader and even a charismatic deputy between Osama bin Laden and Zawahiri. You've got some charismatic and important people at the top, but they're mortals. They die, they're killed, they slip into decrepitude. All sorts of things happen to them. So what do you do about that? Well, Ho Chi Minh was a dynamic leader in what was then North Vietnam. He passed during the course of that war, and things kept on because there was a solid bureaucratic governmental structure there. Not one I admire, but it was there, it was in place, and it kept the situation going. So I think that that's a difference. Al-Qaeda doesn't have that kind of structure. It has to go to massive difficulties to communicate with itself. So I could see that, if nothing else, based on simple human mortality and fragility, the fragility of life. Beyond that, their appeal is inherently limited. They are murderous thugs. And somewhere between 40% and substantially more of the people they have killed are Muslims. And at the same time, they depend on Muslim support, or at least tolerance of their activities to do what they want to do.
What kind of hotspots do you envision? Will the military still be a...
I don't think that we should think of terrorism as a space to be filled. But don't assume that the demise of Al-Qaeda means some other terrorist group will move in to fill the space. My recollections and understanding of history suggest to me that we may see a crest in the wave of the particular kind of terrorism practiced by Al-Qaeda. That is terrorism driven to seek mass casualties or as part of their structure and way to go. What we may see and likely will see is a terrorism that's more closely related to insurgency and subversion, a terrorism that focuses more on property and less on people. A look back to terrorism in the 70s and 80s may give us more of a feel than trying to project straight line, uninterrupted occurrences between now and 2025.